Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. As I was talking about in my last vlog, it's a really snowy day. It's a snowstorm going on right now. We're expecting 30 centimeters of snow, and look at my car. It needs a proper ice removal. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this car, and I'm gonna see you once the car is nice, warm and clean, Okay, finally all the snow's cleared up. My headlights are clean, the license plate is visible, my windshield is clean, windows are all proper cleaned up, my rear view mirror check is clean, roof is pretty much cleaned up too, and my rear windshield is clean too. So we are all set to go. So this is why I always hate snow days. It's a lot of work to do, plus you get drenched in all the snow, the snow melts when you get in your car. It's a lot of work, guys. Nevertheless, time's almost 5:40 p.m. My aim is to try and reach Brock, but if the roads feel bad, I'm not gonna go to Brock. I'm just gonna grab a coffee and have some talk with you guys, and then I'll come back and study or something at home, because it's not the best idea to risk taking your car in that bad of snow, right? So let's see if we can even get out of the house in the first place, because the roads are not very clean or cleared up. Also, I wasn't really able to take all the snow off of my car because some of it was basically black ice on top of my car, and that wasn't coming off. And the best way to do that is let it, let the car warm up, and that way the snow will come off. Otherwise, you're gonna end up scratching a car. That's just not useful at all. I'm pretty speechless about what the roads look like. They're good in some spots, in some spots it's pretty bad. I am here at Dollarama right now. I needed the charger from my phone. This Dollarama is like maybe 100 meters from my house, so I'm gonna go get that, and I'll take you guys along with me in the store. Another thing, guys, this is why some of the houses have a higher rent. My house is basically less than a kilometer away from most of the things. It's less than a kilometer away from my university. It's less than a kilometer away from it's called Penn Center. It's like one main mall in St. Catharines, in the city that I live in. So everything's really close by. So it's always a good idea to get your house close to all these facilities, especially if you don't have a car. But also you're gonna have to end up with paying more money as your rent, right? So it's your decision to make. You want to save money, or do you want to spend more time? Alright, we are back from Dollarama, and I got myself a charger. Got myself a candle. Candles are pretty cheap at Dollarama. This one's for $4, and it's not really that bad. And I also got a lighter to light up this candle, because I don't really use matches, because they are pretty much a fire hazard, and houses in Canada are basically made up of wood. You never know when you're gonna end up setting up your house on fire. Also, let me talk about the stuff that you should be shopping. I had this one thing to tell you guys. Whenever you go for shopping, I would recommend you guys to make a list of stuff that you need, and then first go to Dollarama and check the stuff. Especially when it comes to buying the home stuff, simple things such as mop, broom, plates, cups. Stuff can be excessively expensive at Walmart. For example, I got a mop at Walmart. It was $15, and at Dollarama it was barely like $4 for the mop, and if I'm not wrong, $2 for the stick that attaches to the mop. So all I mean to say is, there's stuff which is excessively overpriced, and as a student you would not want to spend that amount of money. It's a lot of premium cost, and it is simple things. Stuff such as houseware, like maybe your glass crockery or cutlery, it's expensive at Walmart. I can also make a video on comparison of prices on various stores, and telling you the kind of stuff that you should buy from which stores. So the major stores in Canada are Walmart, Canadian Tire, and Dollarama, which is like the dollar stores that like the ones we have in India. These are the three major stores. You could also compare Canadian Superstore, but it is not really in most of the cities, so I don't really know about that. I have it in my city, but I don't really go to that store. Walmart is where I go most of the times. Another thing that I like to do is I like to get my, if feasible and the prices allow, I try and get my gas from Canadian Tire. That way I earn my Canadian Tire rewards points. So there's another thing in Canadian fuel pumps the gas stations, there's a reward system, so you get a few cents per liter on the gas that you put in your car. That way I earned some reward points, which is worth a few dollars on my Canadian Tire card. And Canadian Tire is also a place where you can get your cars repaired and stuff like that. So I tend to use that money over there when getting my repairs or my car servicing done. So that way I end up saving some money. It's just a way of using money a bit smartly, right? Yeah, I know. My car says, it has a banner which says financial mistake. So I'm known to make financial mistakes, but I've learned a lot from those. So I don't want you guys to make financial mistakes, because of which I am making these videos and telling you how life is in Canada and in general as a student. I know some of you from Canada also view my videos. I would recommend you guys to live a low-key student life, as you like to say it, and then have a high-key future. That's the way to go, guys. The plan is to get some coffee, because without coffee I'm not going back home. That's one thing for sure. There's a Tim Hortons right over here across the street. I might do that, or I don't really know if I should be taking the risk to go to Brock, because Brock is on top of a hill, and with this snow weather I don't really want to slip back, because if I start sliding back I'm gonna end up hitting a curb, and I hit a curb a few days ago and it wasn't very pleasant. I had to do a lot of repairs. Guess what, surprisingly I made it to the Brock Hill and we are at our dearest Tim Hortons. I don't really think it's a smart idea to go into the drive-thrus because the snow hasn't been plowed enough. So I'm gonna go grab the coffee from the store itself, and then we're gonna talk about something, okay? So I just drove around Brock and the roads are not good at all. It's still okay, it's doable, but the parking lots are not plowed. So there was some spot plowed out, so I just parked my car over here for the while. But apart from that, I don't really think I'm gonna stay on the campus. We'll see. I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm gonna think what I'm gonna do. Those who haven't bought a car yet, please don't buy rear wheel drive cars, especially those who plan on having just one car. It's okay if you have a rear wheel drive along with a car which is all wheel drive, four wheel drive, or front wheel drive, because rear wheel drives don't have any control on the roads in snow. Front wheel drives have a lot more grip in snowy conditions, so please avoid buying rear wheel drives in winter. You guys want to know a funny story from one time when I went to Walmart for the first time? I was very cautious of the cost of everything, right? Because you don't really want to spend too much, especially in the starting. My brain would convert everything to Indian currency and then buy stuff. So I calculate everything adds up to like about $60 for groceries. Then I go for a checkout and the price straight away bumps up to like $70 something. I was like, what the hell? And then I realized, then I got to know that taxes in Canada are not an inclusive price, because in India, if something says the price is 10 rupees, rupees is the currency in India, guys, for those who don't know that, it is 10 rupees when you add up. There's not going to be any tax on top of the price. So this is one thing which sounded like a ripoff to me, but all you gotta do is be careful about this. It's usually a 13% tax on all the stuff, or most of the stuff over the stores. And for those things which do not have tax, or fresh vegetables, some of the bakery stuff, I'm not really sure of what the exceptions are for the tax, but there's a few things which are exempted from tax. My first week in Canada was pretty dramatic. I don't know how else to explain it or term it as, but that's what I would call it, or that's about it. It was pretty fun. I learned a few things, made new friends, was slowly treading into a new world for me. It was a pretty new world for me. It was all different kind of people, learning different accents. People have a variety of accents in Canada. If I'm being honest, Canada is like the salad. It's like all different kind of people living together. They have their own cultures which come up together. There's so many things you learn. But within my first week, I had a racist attack on me. I was going to one of my lectures, and I actually go to a second Brock campus. So there's another Brock campus in downtown, and they had an event in one of the places. I was doing a course on, basically it was something like journalism, where you go and attend various events and write articles about it which get published in magazines. So I was going to that event, and I get encountered by this old man. He was probably in his like 70s, and if I'm not wrong, he was under influence of something. He comes up to me, he starts shouting at me, he calls me a brown pig, he's like, get out of my country and stuff like that. He was really short, like I wasn't intimidated by him because I myself am 6'3.5", that's my height. And this wouldn't have ended up well. I did not know my rights, so I just kind of backed off and kept walking. But technically, guys, you were allowed to take self-defense. So if the person is to harm you, touch you in any way, you have all the rights to take the necessary steps for self-defense. So don't be afraid on that. I did not know what my rights are, because of which I just backed off. But if anything bad were to happen, it wouldn't happen at well, because I would have kept my hands tied. Because I'm not a citizen, so I would not take any risks. But if needed, take them, okay? Your safety is the most important thing. But yeah, that was one experience which totally shook me, and I did not end up attending that event. And I emailed my professor, and I did not end up going there. And one thing in Canada and Canadian universities is, don't be afraid to email your professors or your TAs to express whatever's going on. They're very helpful. They're really considerate about everything. I was going through a rough patch of mental health, as I had talked about in one of my previous videos. My professors were totally cool about it. They gave me extensions worth like 20 days for most of the assignments. One professor literally just gave me grade for one of the assignments. He's like, don't even worry about it. Take care of yourself in the first place, and then I'll take care of your grades. So what I mean to say is, don't be afraid to ask for help. Canada and Canadian universities are a place where the more you ask, the more they're going to help you. If you feel that you're having any troubles with any of the courses, reach out. They're really helpful. They have tutoring services. At least Brock, it has a lot of tutoring services, and it is actually known to be very friendly with students in terms of that. Guys, I also wanted to thank you guys for showing so much love with my previous video. I want you guys to keep up with this love. I'm not the best person behind the camera, but I try my best, and your support means so much. Your support is exactly what keeps making me come back and do these videos again and again. So keep it up, guys. The person beside me is cleaning her car with an actual scraper. Please don't do that. Don't use scraper on your car's paint. Made it back home alive and safe. That's my car. I just ended up doing some shoveling. There you go. It's my car. Just shoveled up a bit off my driveway. So because I'm working tomorrow, I don't really want to wake up to a lot of snow, because it's going to snow approximately 10 centimeters over the night. So I want to get rid of some of the snow so I don't have a lot of work to do before I go to work, obviously. But yeah, that's what the roads look like. Let me show you around. Whoop, slipped. But yeah, it's totally full of snow. I'm going to hope that the snowplows come over the night at least once, so that this road is not too bad, or my car's not getting stuck while going to work tomorrow. If it's too bad, I might not go to work tomorrow. We'll call it. Car got stuck right at my driveway. I think it is from that portion. Let me try and zoom in. That front right wheel is jammed. So I'm gonna use these treads. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna put them in my tires. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm gonna put one under this tire and the other one under the other tire. They help with traction. Yep, if it's like this, I'm not going to work tomorrow. It's disgusting and annoying. Okay, so we have the traction pads under the tires. I'm gonna hope this works. Tell you, this stuff is very helpful. There we go with the car. She's in her place. I don't think I'm going to work tomorrow. Alright, I'm home. I'm studying, and I'm probably gonna sleep after this. I'm really tired today, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I'm gonna sign out for now. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy and have a good night. And guys, if you like my comment, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really means the world to me. Stay safe. Bye.